Okay, what's up, collective? This your girl, Divine. Change to Divine. With Divine Ancestral Conduit. I'm back at you with another collective reading. Um, while I was trying to press play, a song came on. All right, okay, I'm in love with you. No, oh no. All right, okay, you win. I'm in love with you. All right, okay, you win, baby. What can I do? Some that just have to be that way. Who made that? It's multiple renditions, but the one that's playing right now. Oh my god, y'all! I don't know what's happening. My phone is doing some weird stuff. Count Basie and Joe Williams is what I have right now. Matter of fact, let me put this in a different spot because letting it sit sideways ain't doing what I needed to do. Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and tap into the energy for the collective. God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, and ancestors, spirit guides, gods and goddesses of the bloodline. I ask that you please tap into my energy, into the space, and please keep the space clean. Cleanse the space and keep it protected. Protect the collective as well as the energy with this read for the collective guide. Ask that you please blind and banish any and all evil eyes, evil entities, evil spirits, and evil energies. And please restrict and remove any and all monitoring spirits, monitoring entities, energies, and eyes. To allow us to get clear and concise messages for the collective and see what's going on in the energy on today. Alright? I hope you guys are doing well on this good Thursday. I should have this posted tomorrow on Friday though. Well, I should say on this good Friday then because it won't be posted till Friday. So this is going to be the start of the energy for the weekend. All right, so let's see what's coming up. This is going to be the clarifying deck. All right. God, higher social light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides with the devil at the bottom of the deck. What does the collective need to know? Ooh, the star. First card out is the star. Second card out is the sun. Okay, I'm already getting maybe you did win. But I don't know what's going on with this devil energy. The devil, the fool, judgment, the knight of wands, eight of wands, the the lovers, the knight of cups, and the king of cups. Five of swords, five of wands. I don't know who this king of cups is, but they keep coming out. So okay, now before I finish it out, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. What I'm getting is there was a leap of faith that was taken. It looks like it was taken by the king of cups, but it was taken in the opposite direction of you. Let me make sure my sound is on. Yeah, it was taken in the opposite direction of you, and judgment was called, and it was swift judgment on a partnership with the lovers card. I'm getting, and it could be romantic, but I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of getting non-romantic because the only thing that's there that resembles romance is the lovers, maybe the Knight of Cups, but the Knight of Cups can also be just an offer that's coming in. So I'm really getting that the King of Cups was presented with an offer and they went and took that offer. And it doesn't really say left you out in the cold, but it's this signifies them taking the leap of faith in the other direction. But judgment was called really fast, really swiftly on whatever that path was, that direction. And the judgment was because they did it the way they did it with the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, that they're in hermit mode and there's a storm coming in, a storm brewing. Call on the Moon by Deanna Stewart was just playing. Falling Water by Maggie Rogers is playing now. What does the collective need to know? God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. I'm curious if that'll. Because that king. This is the Knight of Swords. Now, the storm that I'm getting that they're getting, I'm hearing that it was called in by you, but like you didn't do it. Essentially, is what I'm getting. The way they handled you is the reason why the storm is coming in for them. But it is inspired by you for like it's retribution for you. I guess is a good word, a good way to put it. What does the collective need to know? God, higher source of light. The Two of Pentacles. I liked it better before those lights came out. One more for the collective. The Four of Wands. So everything's good. Everything's turning up roses for you, is what I just heard. You just got to make sure you stay balanced in the midst of this storm. This person might be coming back, but you're in hermit mode right now. Yeah, you're in hermit mode because your heart was broken. So we have the Hermit, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Death. The Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, yeah. The King of Wands and the Eight of Cups. I'm getting to the Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Wands. Y'all, okay, so what I'm getting is you're in hermit mode. Whatever this King of Cups has something to do with some type of heartbreak inflicted on you. Whether this be somebody who you were in some type of romantic connection with. But like I said, it's not a lot of cups out here at all. If anything, we have more wands out here than anything. So this could have been like a creative project. Um, Let me turn this down. This could have been a creative project that you guys could have been working on together. And like I said, they decided to go in a different. See, they put the stake in your heart. They're the ones who drove that stake into your heart. But because they did that, that puts you in hermit mode, is what I'm honestly getting. And so this person is looking for you, and it's nighttime, but it's like they're looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight, is what I just heard. But if you notice, you're back here in the back. I don't know if you can see that person's ducked off back there, but that's you back there, collective. You're like you know that either you intuitively know that this person is looking for you and looking to work with you again, or you or they're actually coming in, but you're not allowing yourself to be seen. You're not allowing yourself to be discovered. And like I say, this person drove that those stakes into your heart, is what I'm getting, and you're defensive against this person. You don't, because of that, and I'm getting that it happened abruptly with the death card. Um and it's something that you didn't see coming with the knight of it's so they're okay, so they're trying to find you with the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. They want to come back and work with you, but with the Six of Swords, you're like, no. Six of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Cups, you that's big time walking away. And I'm getting that um normally with this King of Wands, I get that song Favorite Girl. But what I'm getting right here is essentially you were in the Queen of Wands energy when they drove the stake through your heart, but it transformed you into this King of Wands. So it's like you're holding your own self, and having strength to walk away while they have to deal with the fallout, is what I'm getting, to be completely honest. I'm surprised that the Tower card not up here. Yeah, and the Higher Priestess to the Seven of Swords. Yo, I don't know. And this all that go to Tower. Okay, so we got the High Priestess, the Seven of Swords, because they've been sneaky, and they, like I said, with the Six of Pentacles, they chose a different path. They chose a different option. They chose to give their energy to the other path versus, continuing to work with you. And honestly, that changed everything with the World and the Hierophant, and there go the Tower right there. Illusions, and they got the illusion when you got the wish fulfillment, is what I'm getting with that. So like I said, we have the Star, and I'm talking about this in conjunction with how the cards are displayed down here, because we have the Star, the Sun, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. That is their energy, and what they're, all of the bottom of the deck is what essentially that person is feeling, that's in that King of Cups energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be a male, it can be a female, and they don't have to be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. They could just be someone who, excuse me, you had a certain amount of love for, like a certain level of love for. And what I just heard is that you thought they had the same amount of love for you, but the way that they did everything when they went in the opposite direction, it shows you everything you needed to know. I don't know why this person keep coming out with the strength at the bottom of the deck, at the bottom of the clarifying deck. I don't know why this King of Cups energy keeps coming out. The Strength and the Temperance. I have no clue why this King of Cups energy keeps coming out. Matter of fact, let's see if we can see it better. That's too bright. Oh, sorry guys. And the Queen of Pentacles is under the Temperance. You could be a Sagittarius, or you could be a Sagittarius or Virgo I didn't mean to say Virgo highly aspected. I meant to say in Earth energy highly aspected, which is Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But because Virgo came out, you could be a Sagittarius with Virgo highly aspected. All right, God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guide. Oh, what is going on? What is going on in the cut? What is this? What is this? Queen of Swords to the Page of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting you're cutting off any possible opportunities with working with this person. You don't want to do it. Now with this there's not a source to the Two of Pentacles. You are the calm in the middle of the storm is what I just heard. Like everything for you while they're getting the storm, everything for you is calm. That go to the lovers with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, everything is stable and calm for you, and you could actually, if this is a romantic partnership, you could be going towards a different connection that don't have nothing to do with that King of Cups. I mean, even if it's a business opportunity, because lovers is not just romance, right? It's just a partnership, just a really a deeply rooted partnership, basically. So it don't have to be romantic. Let's see. Please clarify. God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Please clarify the star for the collective. The Three of Swords and the Three of Cups. Yeah, you don't want to work with this person. It honestly, with the Star, the Three of Cups, and the Three of oh my God, with the Star, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Swords, you you are getting wish fulfillment because, like I said, the Nine of Cups did make its appearance within the energies with the hangman coming at the bottom of the deck. You don't want to work with this person. You've done your healing or what have you as it pertains to what they inflicted upon you with this Three of Swords energy. And while they're trying to come in and reconcile, you don't want to deal with that. Can I get someone to clarify the star, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Swords for the collective? The Two of Wands. One more. I'm hearing move your feet, you lose your seat. They made their decision with the Six of Wands while you're moving on to victory. Like them, so them making this decision, whatever that decision was, it caused you to like look within. Of course, you had to heal whatever it was that was afflicted upon you when they made this decision, like whatever feelings you wound up having. Even if it was a loss of opportunities, you kind of healed that aspect of dealing with the loss of opportunity as it pertains to this person. Um, but I am essentially getting that um this moves you into the energy of victory, especially with the star and the sun here, as well as the Four of Wands and the surrounding cards. The only card that's less than favorable within this clarification is the Three of Swords, and we already know that that Three of Swords is what they did to you. Whatever decision that they made that went against working with you, that caused you to caused them to leave you out in the cold is what I'm getting. Even though the Five of Pentacles isn't showing up, it's because the reason the Five of Pentacles I just heard is not showing up is because even though they left you out in the cold, your spirit team actually had a better opportunity for you. Ten of Pentacles. Swear to God, I can't make this up. I just cut the deck to the Ten of Pentacles. What's in front of it? The Queen of Pentacles. So them doing what they did essentially just caused you to kind of go within and work with your spirit team, and is moving you into the Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy, which is why they really want to come back. But you're being hidden from them by your spirit team, or you see them coming and like you see them coming from a mile away is what I just heard, and you just like, I don't want no parts. Please clarify the sun for the collective. I don't know why I'm wheezing, y'all. The Queen of Pentacles. Please clarify the sun and the Queen of Pentacles for the collective. God, give me three more. Oh shoot. The Four of Pentacles. You're being advised to hold back from whatever this new path is for you that's been illuminated. That you're excited. I'm getting you're very excited to take this path. Um you are excited about the endless possibilities is what I just heard, but you're being instructed to hold back, to not to make sure you're not alluding to this person what's going on, because it's not going to do anything but put them in further in hater energy. Like right now they're not in hater energy, they're in remorseful energy is what I'm getting. But if they find out what's going on, that's gonna move them to hater energy, which is gonna, it's not, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. It just simply means that it's gonna make it a little bit entourage by Omarion. You might be about to become famous. And so they're trying to come back in and really become a part of your entourage before you hit it big, is what I just heard. Whether that be you getting money, like a large sum of money, whether that mean like you're gonna get a large box of recognition. But with the Four of Wands here, and if I'm not mistaken, the Six of Wands came out in the energy too. Essentially they're just trying to make their move and come back in because they're getting some type of feeling or indication that you are moving into this path that is, I heard righteous path, but that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with religion. That just simply means that you're being awarded what the gods see fit for you to receive, given all that you've gone through, is what I'm getting. Please clarify the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. What you don't see coming is that there's somebody like and that Queen of Pentacles kind of came out earlier, but there's a divine match coming in for you. And you don't see that coming, and like this could be the Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Or you could simply be moving into that, like you're becoming a higher match for yourself with that Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. Um, it's like you're embodying both energies, what makes you more and more powerful, is what I'm getting. Please clarify the Knight of Swords for the collective. God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Yeah, you don't see this coming. You don't see this coming, and they might see it coming because they might be doing some type of divination abuse. Although I'm not really getting too much inclination on that. I don't have too many spying cards, or I really don't have any spying cards on the board from what I can see. Um, Other than possibly the Hermit, the way that specific Hermit is set up in this deck, that could be them spying. They could be doing, because the Hermit is holding that lantern. So that could be some type of divination that they're doing on their end or having done on their behalf. In which case, it's allowing them to see into the dark, but it's still not allowing them to see you specifically, which is why they're trying to hurry up and come back. They want to be a part of your entourage before you make it back. And honestly, y'all, with the Star and the Sun and all these cards, you about to walk into some big money, some big abundance, and big prosperity. Please clarify the Knight of Swords for the collective. The Ten of Cups, y'all, I can't make this up. Whatever this is, whichever path you've taken or whatever you've decided to do, wherever you're going without this person, it is the end all be all. That's going to cause a storm for them because they went in the opposite direction. This reading keeps coming up. This keeps coming up. I don't know who this is for in the collective. I don't know who, and I don't have that many subscribers on this. I think I have like 3, y'all. And I don't know if it's, but I do have some views on different videos or what have you. So I don't know if it's one of my subscribers. I don't know if it's someone who's just like viewing in passing. But this energy keeps coming up for y'all, that someone decided to go in a different path. They decided to take a different path that was opposite from where that was opposite from you, basically. And you wind up in this great energy, this abundant energy, this prosperous energy, with all of these eyes on you, watching you as you achieve greatness, is what I'm hearing. And they sitting there looking like suckers in the dark. Please clarify the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. We have the Empress. What is happening? And the Ace of Swords. Right when I said they looking like suckers in the dark, my light went out. Guys, I didn't turn that out. Y'all saw where my hands was at. That's crazy. That's confirmation. But you have the light because you have the star and you have the sun. I think I'm gonna just leave it off. This is crazy. This is craziness. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on, y'all. All right now, I done figured something out, but this is crazy. While I was talking about you having the light because you have the star and the sun, the light went out again, obviously, as you can see. So, like I heard total eclipse. So you having the light totally eclipse whatever their plans was. They don't get it. Whip You with a Strap by Ghostface Killer. Oh, the Five of Swords. Cause look, it was like this. I didn't even realize it was out because the light was going off. But and that's the last. So to clarify, the Knight of the Knight of Swords, we have the Ten of Cups, the Empress, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Like I said, um, for lack of a better way to say this, at the moment, the wheel essentially turned to your favor when they decided to leave. When these people, when this person, this King of Cups, decided to leave you out in the cold, they so far away from you. They're not even coming out on the board. This is not about them. This is about you being encouraged or whatever. No matter how you feel with this situation and how that happened, how they did that to you, you're gonna come out on top. You get the star, you get the wish fulfillment, you get the sun, you get the illumination, you become the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Cups. You are the Empress, like, and your Emperor is not too far behind you. You are the truth, and you are the truth in the midst of of you feeling defeated because of this person trying to be like, because of how they handled the way they handled you is what I'm getting. Please clarify the Two of Pentacles for the collective. This is wild. I don't know why this keeps coming out. The Queen of Wands. Okay, hold up. That's a little too bright. Let me lift that up a little bit. Oh my god. Oh, turn that off. Okay. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm just hope for the best. The Queen of Wands, to clarify the Two of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands and the Strength. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. You had to balance being strong in the midst of, like, I'm getting, you got really angry when this happened. You never visit me by Masego and Wale. It's on. Okay, so with that, I'm getting also, whenever this person made this decision and put you in this Three of Swords energy, they essentially just walked away and they like didn't talk to you about it or anything like that. The only reason, like I said, that they're coming back is because whatever you're working on, whatever you're about to accomplish, it's going to be big and it's going to be something that, like, either your whole hometown sees it, your whole group of friends see it. If everybody in the hometown, like it's hidden enough to where it's like, let's say, for instance, just as an example, like a lot of readers right now are doing reads but they're not having their faces on camera. If you are a reader of some sort, maybe you're doing a reading like this where you don't have your face on the camera, so they can't tell that it's you. Only a select group of people might know that it's you, but it's going, whatever you're doing, it's going to be like huge. It's going to wind up getting a great amount of traction is what I'm getting. And you had to essentially balance this energy in order for you to get there. Like I said, with the Queen of Wands coming out, you could be um a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, male or female, it doesn't matter. But essentially, whenever this happened for you, you just kind of tapped into that Queen of Wands energy and you started working on whatever, and it's kind of giving creative project, because like I said before, the main thing that I had that was showing was the wands. Like, that was the main consistent suit that kept coming out, whether I was looking at the clarification or the energy from the bottom of the deck, or just a few cards that came out. Even the like fire is out, right? It's a lot of fire on the board. You become victorious because of whatever this is, this accomplishment that you had the strength to work on by yourself, even though these people or this person that you were going to work with decided to work against you or without you. Give me two more to clarify the two of, I couldn't even get it out. We got the Ace of Cups to clarify the Two of Wands. I'm sorry, to clarify the Two of Pentacles. I don't know why I be talking too fast. To clarify the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Strength, we also have the Ace of Cups. Give me one more. It's the opportunity that came in the midst of you just trying to balance your chakras, is what I heard. Balance your energy because of y'all. The Page of Wands, the Judgment, and the Nine of Pentacles. I can't make this up, and I'm not going to take all three of them because I only wanted one card. But I just want to show y'all that all three of them came out. The Page of Wands, the Judgment, and the Nine of Pentacles. The gag is, the judgment is that no matter what was done towards you, because you took the time to balance and you just kind of like, no matter what you're feeling, because you did feel the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords came out both ways. It came out in the main deck and it clarified the stardom, but the Three of Swords essentially led you to this victory. Hold up, y'all. The Lovers reverse. I'm telling y'all, Whenever this person come back around, do not work with them. Please clarify the Four of Wands for the collective. God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, because they didn't want to work with you. They thought you were a joke. The Six of Pentacles. This is something that's being brought in by your spirit team because they're proud of you, is what I'm hearing. Y'all, I don't like this light situation. Give me three more to clarify the Four of Wands, God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. We ain't even gonna get no tea on these people because it don't even matter. Whoever this this King of Cups is, he just dropped the ball. Please clarify the. We have the Two of Cups, so we have the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. Give me two more to clarify the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Cups for the collective, the Ten of Wands, and one more. That's too many, y'all, but I'll tell you what it is. The Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Star, the King of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, the only reason. Now, you could be headed towards. Hold on. Um, Let me put the deck down before I get. Because I get excited when the message is coming out. Don't mind me. Oh, shoot. Something in my eye. Hold on. Okay. So, with the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, this person is coming in trying to basically. They want to work with you, is what I'm getting. Right? But we have the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Wands. They're deciding that you were the better option, but the Seven of Wands, you are being guided or instructed with the Seven of Wands and the Six of Cups to be defensive against this person, to not let this person come in because you have the star that you have to protect. Basically, the path that you're this path to stardom or this path to enlightenment or whatever this is for you. You need to protect yourself from this because this King of Cups is coming in and he's trying to take it. He's trying to become a part of this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups energy, this opportunity, and you're being instructed not to. You're being instructed if you let this person come in, it's going to lead to Ten of Wands with the burden. So give me one more to clarify the Four of Wands, the King of Cups. Yo, I cannot make this up. Clarifying the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the King of Cups. The King of Cups leaving you out of whatever this was and going in a different direction, it put you in prime position to do what you needed to do to believe in yourself, to accomplish the things that you needed to accomplish for yourself, right? And at the bottom of both of these decks, for on the main deck we have the Hermit, and the bottom of the clarifying deck we have the Hangman to the Fool, to the Ten of Pentacles. Y'all, I'm not even kidding. The Hangman to the Fool. I do not like this light. To the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords is under that, and then the Five of Wands is under that. You're being instructed, and the Five of Cups is under that. So yeah, you're being instructed to, like, you can love these people from afar. Like, if you just feel so bad or feel like so inclined to, like, have love for these people, they're not telling you not to have love for these people, just from afar, because they didn't care about the love that you have for them when they didn't make the decision that they made, right? And I don't know how many more times this is gonna come out. Maybe y'all not listening or what have you. I'm not super sure. But what I will say is the only reason this person is coming back because they feel burdened because they know that they went the wrong way. They know that the direction that they went, the path that they took was not the one that they should take. And it was like all that glitters is not gold is what I'm hearing. Essentially the path that they deviated to, it looked shiny. It looked new. It looked like everything could happen faster. And with the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, I'm getting they was faced with a brick wall a lot faster than they thought they was gonna be, and it caused a burden with them, some type of burden, some sort of burden, and that's what's causing them to want to come back towards you because it's been revealed. Okay, they went down the wrong path. Naturally, once whatever happened, like once the momentum in that other path that they took stopped, they automatically knew that they made the wrong decision. Excuse me, but that's why they're in the Five of Cups energy because you basically had to take a pause because you were heartbroken about the decision that they made, and now that you're taking the leap of faith with the Fool, you're heading to the Ten of Pentacles and you're defensive against them and you're not letting them in. That's why they're in that Five of Wands, Five of Cups energy. They know they messed up. They already knew that they messed up, but they know they messed up. They know that you don't want to work with them again with the Eight of Pentacles, and you just balancing out your life with the Temperance. Y'all, be careful because we have the Seven of Swords with the Two of Pentacles. These people are basically like plotting on how they could get back. So they might come in trying to be nice, but I'm honestly getting that these people are coming. Not that they have like bad intentions for you and whatever you have gone on, but it's almost like they're so busy trying to be sneaky and come back in that it could call "See You Again" by Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth. It's they're so busy trying to be sneaky and come back in that you allowing them to come back in could stagger your growth and your progress, is what I just heard, because they didn't have the best intentions for you from jump. Okay, this is crazy. Let's see. We're gonna get a Gods and Titans, and we're gonna get the angel. We're gonna see what the angel answers have to say. It's been a long time, a long day without you, my friend. Now I don't know. This is how they feeling. It's been a long day, and then, I don't know when ooh, and that little part of my head is. It's like when stuff is like real. When I'm right up, when I'm really, really, really right. When I'm really, really, really on point. It does that a lot. I just don't tell you all the time. But when I say it's been a long day without you, it's been a long day in hell without you. A long day in hell. I don't know what happened with this partnership. I don't know. I don't know, guys. All we know is it led them to feel like they royally messed up, and they did. And they did. God higher yourself, so like higher yourself. I'm just being a little nosy right now. Should the collective work back with this King of Cups again? God higher yourself, so like higher yourself, angels, ancestors. What do you have about the collective working back with this King of Cups? What's the energy on this from the angel answers? This is wild. Look for a sign. I think you already got it though. Cause give me one more. I think the sign was no. Oh shoot. The whole deck was about to fall out. Big happy changes. One more God, high source of light. The situation will improve. Yeah. So they've already told you not to. But we have peaceful resolution at the bottom. And then no. So you can be peaceable with this person. But your sign is essentially whatever you're working on is going to start picking up. And when that starts to happen and these big happy changes come in for you and your situation improves, whatever a situation you're in, you can have a peaceful resolution with this person. But that doesn't mean they get to come along for the ride, is what I heard. They can't come. They made their decision, so they can't come. You notice nothing is out here saying that they could come. We did get the Eight of Wands and a clarification, but it was abruptly stopped by a different card. What card was that? Hold on, let me see. The Eight of Wands did come as if like I said, as if these people were trying to come back in and travel with you, but it was abruptly ended. I think I wound up shuffling in the midst of that. Yeah, nah. Cause I wound up. I forgot what card it was, but when I originally went through, it was like the Eight of Wands was there to let us know that these people really wanted to come back and they wanted to work with you and they want to work fast with you. But the cards that followed was basically like, no, don't do it. So guys, don't do it. You can have a peaceful resolution with this person. That don't mean you have to bring them in what you got going on. Don't tell these people nothing. If you're doing something where you're anonymous, stay anonymous. If you ain't got to tell nobody who you are, don't tell them. Do not tell them. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter if it's this person. It don't matter if it's one of your friends or whatever. You might have somebody that you've already told that supports you. Keep it like that. But other than that, all these other people, don't tell nobody else. Don't tell nobody else is what I'm getting. Let's get some guys and titans. And we're going to close this out for the collective. God, higher self, so light, higher self, and angels. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. What do we have for the collective as it pertains to this energy? I can't believe this keeps coming out, y'all. I don't know if the King of Cups is watching me and he's being told through these messages that, yo, you can't come back. I don't know. Me no know. Because this is crazy. Typhon with anger, rage. Two more cards. We're gonna get the same amount as we have for the angel ancestors. I mean angel ancestors. Oh my god, what is wrong with me today? Nuada with perfection. They mad because you seeming real perfect right now. One more. Ra with power. Ooh, they mad because you done stepped into your power. Set with chaos. Yo, they full of rage. Oh my god, they feel stupid. Chaos and balance. They getting obstacles while you getting the beauty of life. That is crazy. But you know what though? They're out them okay, so they try to create obstacles for you, whether knowingly or unknowingly, and guess what? Now they got the obstacles while you get the beauty. And that's the crazy that's the gag. That is the gag. Let me see. Alright, we have Typhon with anger rage. Let's see. Be aware of how you handle anger and rage, your own and that of others. Seeking an emotional balance leads to peace. Typhon is perhaps one of the most terrifying titans of ancient Greece. Gargantuan in size, Typhon possesses a huge, scaly body like a dragon and the head and torso of a man. His eyes shoot fire, but the most frightening thing about him is his seemingly unquenchable rage. Typhon is the last child of Gaia. Gaia took the side of the Titans during their war with Zeus and the Olympians. The Titans and all who fought with them were defeated and many died. This gave Gaia a hankering for revenge. Typhon, almost from the moment of his birth, had one reason for living: the expression of this rage. After many long battles with both parties injured in many versions of the story, Zeus finally defeated the mighty Typhon by lighting up the sky with thunderbolts and striking the monster. Zeus then imprisoned him under Mount Etna. It is said that Typhon still struggles with his rage beneath the black, smoldering earth, causing the volcano to rumble, smoke, and erupt to this day. Typhon, known as the father of the monsters, sired a number of famous offspring. Their mother was his wife Echidna. The Sphinx is a child of Typhon, intelligent yet deadly. She slays anyone not able to answer her riddles. Cerberus, the three-headed hound who guards the doorway of hell, is the son of a Typhon, as is the Nemean lion. Should Typhon pay you a visit today, it is a signal to be very aware of how you handle anger and rage. I'm hearing handle this person with grace and you'll have a peaceful resolution. They do want you to have a peaceful resolution, but they want it to be a resolution, not a rekindling, is what I heard. Perhaps you need to learn how to manage more productively the anger you feel or express it in a healthy way. Expressing no anger at all is not the solution. Passive aggression is simply hidden anger and causes just as many problems, in particular over the long term. Anger in itself is not an inherently negative emotion. It does, in its purest form, have the positive intent of protection. Being angry is not unhealthy, but we often feel it is and so deal with it in unhealthy ways. Hitman by Kelly Rowland. That's not about anger, but it's just so funny that that's the song that's on. While we're talking about anger. Explaining why we are angry or upset instead of yelling or pretending it doesn't matter is one way to do this. Shadow side. Typhon is the shadow side incarnate. A storm of rage, the kind that Typhon demonstrates, is a fearsome thing to behold. We have all seen this kind of explosive anger demonstrated at some time, whether it be by road rage, yelling, crying, or even stomping around and slamming doors. One of the most disturbing things about this kind of rage is not only that it feels good and powerful because it's a release, but that it is hard to stop once started. It is often physical too. No one needs to be a victim of this kind of rage, and if you are, you should seek assistance. Invocation. Calling upon the king of all monsters is not generally a good idea. However, asking for assistance and expressing healthy anger rather than rage is. This is an earth fire energy based rite invoking the great mother that you may find helpful. Remember, we started off with I forgot what the two cards were, but we started off with fire that had a little bit of earth attached to it, right? I think it was temperance. And then the Queen of Pentacles made an appearance. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm tired, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm not tired. I just woke up from a nap like over an hour ago. So I'm nice and settled. It's not like I'm fresh out the nap and I'm still yawning. No. So this person, what I'm getting with that is, this person is so angry that they're exhausted. Like their anger exhausts them. They're in such a rage about, but they're not mad at anybody but themselves. Now they might try and take it out on you, but they're really only mad at themselves. Okay, sorry y'all. But yeah, so I'm getting at this person. They may be in a rage, but they're really only mad at themselves because they made like a horrible decision. Like they made like the worst decision that they could make up as it pertains to the situation. But that's not your problem. That is not your problem. You may go outdoors and have your feet on earth for this invocation. You need three candles, two red and one white, a small ceramic bowl, paper, and a pen. A small ceramic bowl, some paper, and a pen. Center yourself. Breathe deeply in and out a few times. Imagine your feet extending into the earth like roots of a tree. They go down and down until you can feel the heat of the earth's core. Don't go too far, just feel the warmth. Feel the warmth. Light the white candle and say, I ask, Great Mother, for your help in balancing my anger and rage. Now light the next candle, a red one, and say, I ask you, element of fire, to burn away what does not need to be there. Now, thinking about your issue with anger, are you too quick to anger? Too slow? Do you feel inappropriate anger, passive aggression, rage, resentment? Ask, what is it I fear? Let the thoughts come. Write down the answers on a piece of paper. Light the third candle and say, I release my fear and the need for unhealthy rage. Burn the paper you have just written on by lighting it from this third candle. Place the paper in a bowl and let it burn. Take a deep breath and experience how different you feel. Relax. When you are ready, pull your roots back up into yourself and blow out all the candles with thanks. The ashes in the bowl can go into your garden or potted plant to be recycled. Y'all, this person is. Ugh. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel for them. I feel for them partially because they keep coming out. Cause like, why they keep bothering y'all? Like, why they still in your energy? But I know they still in your energy because they feel like they messed up. Like I said in one of my that other reading, they fucked up. They fucked up. Nuada with perfection. Love and appreciate your uniqueness and your imperfections. Question the costs of chasing perfection. Delight in who you are. And what I'm getting with this is they were chasing perfection, but they didn't realize that they had perfection right there. They left perfection to go to something that glistened. It was like that yellow brick road type deal. They got to the eyes person, and it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. The story of Nuada is a very ancient one that has woven itself into different themes and variants over different times and places. One thing that stays constant is his exploration of suitability and perfection. Nuada is the king of Erin, one of the heroic Tuatha de Danann, Tuatha de Danann, which was one of the mythical ancient races of Ireland. According to myth, these early Celtic times were far from peaceful, with bloody battles being waged constantly. During one of the major battles, the Dananns, led by Nuada and his sword of invincibility, defeated the Furbolgs. Respect to those people. The fighting was so bloody and fierce, though, that Nuada lost his right hand. Oh man, this was a disaster for Nuada, and there was an ancient law that precluded anyone who was not whole from being king. Aw, his mutilation lost him his rule, even though he was victorious. Even though he was a victorious, just, and benevolent leader. The Danans then chose Brest as their leader. Brest, although a skilled fighter, had little of Nuada's wisdom and fairness. The kingdom soon felt the effects of this discordant king. Nuada's brother, the physician Dion Kecht, fashioned a magical silver hand to replace the one Nuada had lost. Not only functional, the silver hand was beautiful too. Nuada became Nuada. Oh my god. Nuada Ergedlam, Nuada of the Silver Hand. Again, worthy among his people, and Brest stepped down from the throne. Today, more than ever, we chase perfection, but what is it really? We often see external perfection as necessary to success. The quest for perfection, for perfect beauty, and a perfect body has thrown us toward a Predilection for worrying about our external looks, enhancing ourselves with too much makeup and even surgery, and obsessing over dieting and unhealthy eating habits. When did the fact that we have healthy, strong, functional bodies become not enough? We are born with everything we need to be what we are meant to be. We are born imperfectly perfect. Our uniqueness has a reason. Nuada reminds us that to be perfect, we need not pursue some unattainable and false ideal. Perfection is a subjective judgment and not an objective reality. In Nuada's case, he was the best leader. His missing hand did not take away from his great leadership qualities. This person thought that you were not a good leader because you were missing something that they thought that they needed in order to progress. And when they decided to go in the other direction, i.e., Breast, the leader that came after Nuada's hand was chopped off, because of whatever preconceived notion that they thought perfection for whatever this project was or whatever they were doing was. Because, like I said, I'm not getting romance. There's not enough cups on the board. It was some type of project, something that y'all were working on together. They went in the other direction seeking perfection according to some preconceived notion of what perfection of that thing looked like. And because they saw you as Nuada with your hand cut off, essentially. Something happened, or maybe an incident happened, or whatever, and then they saw you as imperfect. But you were not imperfect. They just were going off of some preconceived notion that didn't actually fit. And so, because they wound up going in the other direction, i.e., Brez, they didn't get the result that they expected. And so now they're trying to come back to you because you have Nuada had a silver hand. I'm hearing you have a golden hand. You have the Midas touch. That's literally what I just heard. You have the Midas touch, but these people can't come back. They can't come back now. And that's the difference between, stories that we read about in real life. Shadow side. Many people state that they are perfectionists like it is a badge of honor. While trying to be excellent and the best we can be is admirable. Striving for an unattainable illusion is tiring and damaging. And that's what they did. They strove for an unattainable illusion. And it damaged it some type of way. You might not know what happened yet, but there was some type of damage they incurred going in this opposite direction. Remember, should Nuada show his hand to you, consider that you may well be good enough already. Invocation. You may like to place a silver object on your altar as an offering to Nuada. If it is a piece of jewelry, you may wish to wear it in honor of Nuada and as a reminder of your own unique perfection. Light a silver candle, say out loud, beloved of the Tuatha De Danann, great chieftain Nuada, chieftain. Oh my God. Great Chieftain Nuada, hear my petition. I feel judged. I feel I am not enough. Help me feel my wholeness. Cut through my insecurity. State here, in parentheses it has, state in this spot what you need help with. And back to the invocation, you're going to finish it by saying, help me feel my birthright flood through me, like blood through my veins. You who heal, you who know, guide and protect my next steps. I honor you, Nuada of the Silver Hand. Tuahade Dahan. Okay. Tuaha. Tuaha de Dahan. Tuaha de Dahan. Oh, I'm sorry. They told me how to pronounce it after I went through all of that struggling. Okay. And then we have Ra with power. Oh, I turn right to it. Know that you have the power and it is real. This card is an invitation to be your most vital self and develop your power from inside out. Ra is the embodiment of power, creative power, solar power, power in leadership, and physical power. So powerful was Ra within the Egyptian pantheon that his identity was often combined and fused with other gods' identities. Pharaohs were known as sons of Ra as a reference to their omnipotence, and all considered Ra a father figure. Ra as a deity is an ancient one, but not until the 4th and 5th dynasties did his cult grow to become one of the most commanding. It was then that he inspired huge constructions, including temples, public spaces, pyramids, and tombs, most of them aligned to the cycles of the sun. The sun came out. You have tapped into this power. You are the power. You are the sun. I told y'all that when the sun first came out. We know Ra is the sun, but it's funny to me that that's how they verbalize it here. Ra's worshippers created, practiced, and recorded beautiful and magical prayers, rites, or writs, and invocations of all kinds. Many still survive today. One of the most recognized solar deities of almost any culture, Ra is the personification of the sun, in particular the setting sun as it travels beneath the underworld to resurrect itself at dawn. The ancient Egyptians, so yeah, you travel through the underworld of feeling, whatever these feelings were that as it pertains to what you went through, you travel through this resurrection that you had to go through in order to emerge as the brighter sun. While this person basically caused you to do that, traveling into the underworld, and you came out brighter than they expected, brighter than they ever knew you could be. The ancient Egyptians knew how much their survival and that of all beings relied upon the blessings of the sun, so Ra was an integral part of their spiritual life. The mighty Ra calls us to power up and become fully alive. When we feel drained or powerless, we are not honoring our birthright. When it seems like our lives are being controlled by rules and what others ask or tell us to do, it is easy to feel powerless. True power is always a pure and good force, and we find it by looking inward. Developing practices that enable us to increase our inner power, for example, meditation or spellcraft, can help us retain a good level of energy. This means we can feel empowered even under difficult circumstances. When we don't feel like we are in control of a certain situation, we need only look inward and see that we do have true power over how we deal with and respond to situations, meaning we always have power in our own lives. Ra also calls us outside to receive the blessings of the sun. We need the sun's rays to set off essential chemical reactions in our bodies, such as the production of vitamin D, and without this, we can feel tired and even confused. Shadow side. Power can corrupt those who do not channel it well. Abuse of power can occur anywhere, which is why they want you to have this peaceful resolution with this person. They don't want you to become abusive with the power of this person coming back. Groveling is what I just heard. I don't think they're going to be groveling essentially, but I think just them coming back, it can be seen as a form of groveling. That doesn't mean you don't have to see it as that. They just want you to have a peaceful resolution so you don't so that you don't become susceptible basically to power corruption because you have the power right now. They just don't want you to wield it in the way that basically this person wielded it against you. They don't want you to do the same thing. Abuse of power can occur anywhere on teams, in family, in groups of friends, at a job, within governments, and is damaging on so many levels. Ensure you are not part of the problem and are not disempowering others. They don't want you to do that. I'm telling y'all. It's crazy. Corruption empowers just a few and is, of course, answerable to the laws of Ma'at and man. Invocation. Use this invocation when you feel you need to recharge your own power. It is best performed during the day, at sunset, or on a Sunday. Open your arms, stand up straight, and center yourself. Imagine the disc that is the sun. If you are outside, feel the sunlight on your skin recharging every cell. Drink in this power. Now say, Hail and welcome, great Ra, son of Neith, loving circle of all, opener of eyes. Bless me now with the power that is my birthright. I welcome you to my body. I welcome you to my mind. You who are a king of kings, show me how to use my power wisely. Hail to you, father of Pharaoh. Reveal to me the secret of my own power. Burn away justly what is not needed as I take in your healing solar light. Enjoy the feeling of power as it rises in you. When you feel powerful, bow 3 times and express gratitude to Ra. One thing I'm noticing is they kept speaking about your birthright in these cards. And what I'm getting is this power, whatever you're doing or whatever you're about to do or whatever path you're about to embark on, it was written before you got here. It was always in your birthright. It was always a part of the contract that God and your spirit team had set for you. That contract that you set before you got here, it was always a part of your contract. And so when this person did what they did, essentially they just wrote themselves out of your contract. They wrote themselves out of the partnership that you guys could have had in order to whatever you guys were working on, whatever you were supposed to do, it can't come to fruition now. You still have your contract. You still have things that you're going to accomplish in this world, is what I'm getting, in this lifetime. You just can't do it with them now. They can no longer come along for the ride in this. And honestly, it's sad to say, they're going to be really sad about this. They're going to be really, really, really sad about this. But the main thing is, your spirit team wants to make sure that you have a peaceful resolution. Look, with skill. Your spirit team wants to make sure that you have a peaceful resolution with this person. They don't want you to be arrogant. They don't want you to be boastful. They want you to be like, I'm not saying you got to be a kiss ass to this person, because that's not what it's going, because you have the power. They're going to come in, they're going to kind of borderline want to be kiss asses to you. But they just want you to know that you have the power, and you will. They don't want you to deal with this person. You don't have to deal with this person. I just heard Medea. When people show you who you are, believe them. I know Medea didn't say that. I'm pretty sure Maya Angelou said that. But what I specifically saw was that scene when Medea was like when Tyler Perry as Medea was exaggerating that quote. Um so I don't know if that's a movie you guys maybe watched together or talked about before extensively. But yeah, I specifically saw that. So this person showed you who they were as it pertains to you. They showed you what low regard they have for you, your life, your sustainability, how things like, and big happy changes is still at the bottom of this deck after I did the shuffling. So you still have these big happy changes coming in. Don't let Hopefully you've healed this hurt, especially with the star and the sun. Hopefully you've healed this hurt enough to where when this person comes around, you won't have an abuse of power, because they don't want you to do that. If you wind up with this abuse of power moment, take heed to the fact that it can be taken away from you. Just like the arrogance of this person doing what they did towards you and just kind of leaving you out in the cold and choosing a different direction other than you. Basically, that was an abuse of power. And so now, whatever they were trying to go to, it's being taken away from them. It's being taken away from them, and it's being revealed to them that they should have just stayed with you and they would have got whatever they were going for originally. But because they didn't stay with you, then it was being taken from them. Okay. So all right, guys. I mean, with the Four of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, look, they look. I'm so happy for you. Whatever you got coming in, baby. Just don't let this person come in and mess it up. Is all I can tell you. But that's what I'm picking up for you guys. I hope this reached you deep down in your soul. And I will catch up with you guys next time.